We see it on surveillance video all the time. Armed robbers are looking for victims, not fights. Hi everyone, it's John with today's active self-protection lesson from Roseville, Michigan. It's an armed robbery here that goes very badly for the armed robbers. We're going to learn some important lessons about transitional spaces, about keeping your firearm on you and ready to go, and about being first in the fight. These guys that are walking up to this liquor store are walking up to rob it, and we're going to see how fast it goes down as these two guys walk in. We see really quick, the guy has a gun up as he walks in the door, puts his hand up like, shh, don't say anything to anybody. But the friend of the owner behind the counter is armed as well, and when he takes a shot at these guys, they both decide that they have better things to do with their night. And you can see him run off, and I think it's funny. You're going to see, I think he dropped his gun there, and they are just running off into the night. And you can see at the end here, the owner and his friend down here, the one at the bottom is the one who shot, and everybody here is okay. Nobody's injured. That's great. Let's go back and learn some lessons on this one. 8 lessons on our website. First one is that you are going to definitely be operating from a deficit, and you got to know when the right time to draw is. The owner here, you can see he's got a gun on him. That would be a terrible time for the owner to draw. If he had a gun on him or whatever, when somebody's got their attention on you and a gun pointed at you, we call that drawing from the drop, and you don't want to do that because you can't do it fast enough to keep him from shooting you. But the other guy could, and what I notice here is very common. You see the bad guy look, and then the gun comes and follows it. His gun follows his eyes. That's how people operate. So if you're going to get the drop on him, you got to do it quickly. Now, as we change the direction here, you can just see the friend who's behind the counter, and as the gun's swinging over, that's when he's got to have had the gun out and beat him to the shot. And it's pretty close here, as you're going to see the guy jump up on the counter so we can get to him, and now we're going to see the shot go off. Now, did that shot hit him? I don't think it did. I'm not positive. It might have. If it didn't, whether it did or not though, it started what we call the FIBSA factor. Fudge, I'm being shot at. Now that's a weaker factor than fibs, fudge, I've been shot. But you notice both guys here, the guy in the white sweater and the guy in the black sweater, that shot made them decide, I don't want to fight, I want out of here. So as soon as they get shots on them, it starts to change the fight. So that fudge, I'm being shot at factor is incredibly important. Being first and getting that shot off will drive them off every time. So thankfully his friend was prepared. He knew what he needed to do. He was willing to use his firearm, got a shot off to start the FIBSA factor, and he covered his asp.